I have many questions about She-Hulk, but I want to start to ask you about how easy or difficult was it to find the tone you wanted to give to She-Hulk with so many references to superheroes?
Well, it was kind of easy for me because I had a very clear sense of what I wanted the tone to be from the very beginning, because I'd been a long time writer of TV comedies. And so I have kind of I'd already like figured out like kind of the type of humor and the type of comedic tones that I really like, that I really kind of the space that I really live in. And I've loved She-Hulk from the comics for so long. So by the time it came time to pitch, I already had a very strong sense of the kind of show that I wanted to make and what the tone of it would be.
Yes, I have that question about the comics because I would like to know how was the writing process for She-Hulk? If you read some comics or all the comics, there are too many, or if you prefer to get away from them or take up a particular story?
I was able to go through and cherry pick from the kind of all the like bigger runs of her comics. So like, from the John Byrne run, it was like kind of the tone and the vibe and the personality and the fourth wall breaking, from the Dan Slott run, we, got like her workplace and how she got a new job, from like, we also borrowed from like the original first issue that was written by Stan Lee and also Charles Soule's run, like, here and there, we'd like borrow a villain, take a story here and there, and just really like pick all the bits and pieces that we liked and then fill in the blanks with all original things.
Mm-hmm. And Bruce Banner will be present, but the series is not about him, it's about She-Hulk. How to separate those identities, or in the end, it would be not necessary? I don't know.
The show is very solidly She-Hulk's show, but, Bruce is a part of her life. As you see in the show, like they're very, very close. They're cousin. And the beauty of watching Tatiana and Mark work together is that they had such incredible chemistry that like from the first moment you see them together, you just feel like, oh, these two people are cousins. They've been to every family event together. They spend every holiday together for decades. They know they've seen each other at their best, at their worst. They know what makes each other mad, what makes each other laugh. You really feel that. And so he is just an important part of her life. And of course, also uniquely, they're probably the only family on earth that has two Hulks in their family. So, he can offer like his own personal experience to her. And this is somebody that she loves and trusts and care about. So they really have this very unique relationship, and he is a big part of her life, but that doesn't mean that the show is about him.
Yes. And you talk about Tatiana and Mark, but I would like to know what it was like to work with Tatiana Maslany and why we are going to realize that she was the perfect one for She-Hulk.
Well, first of all, she's a perfect human being. So that
makes yes.
She is so talented. And I believe she can do anything at this point. But also, in addition to that, she's super funny. And she's like a kind person. She's hardworking. She's professional. She really is like, I could not have asked for a better star of the show. And I feel so lucky that it was her, because she has this magical ability to make this character feel like a real person. Even when she's 6'7" and green and a Hulk and made of CG, she feels like a real person. And then she's funny on top of that. I mean, truly, it was just magic.
And Jessica, why did you decide to continue with the idea of in She-Hulk of speaking to the audience and breaking that fourth wall?
For me, that is just such a essential and foundational part of who this character is from the comics. I do think that the Byrne run was the most iconic run, and also like the fourth wall breaking was one of my probably my favorite part of the character. So it's just so inextricably who she is as a character that there was no way I was not going to include it.
Congratulations for your work. Congratulations for the tone, for the series. And I will hope that the people in Latin America enjoyed it.
Oh, good. I'm so happy to hear that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Hello. I think I'm jealous. Is that what I'm feeling?